Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your Starseed Sunday spirit messages from your Starseed collective. Pile 1 is the Hathors or Hathors. Pile 2 is Andromedan energy. Pile 3 is the Hadarians. And pile 4 is the Pleiadians. So take your time, feel into the read, and pick which one works for you. Timestamps will be in the description box below. I'll meet you in your reading. Aloha. Aloha Group 1. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with Starseed Sunday. We're going to look into some spiritual messages from your Starseed group. I put 4 different groups here, so you picked pile 1, which is the Hathors. And so we're going to look into that energy. This is a possible one of your Starseed origins since you're attracted to it, and we're going to see what message that they have for you. So, okay, before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you. Mahalo nui loa for those of you who have donated. That's helping me to work on some projects that I'd like to bring to the channel, as well as thank you for those who comment. I love engaging with you. YouTube likes it, so let's keep it up. I do have a contest going for the month of April, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that contest, as some are here for the messages and not for the contest. And if you would like a private reading with me personally, there's a few different options in the description box below, so you can look there and choose what's best for you. Okay, let's get to it. So you picked the Hathors or Hathors, however you like to say that. So this is Venusian energy, so from Venus, okay? You may have a sun, moon, or rising in Taurus or Libra, as Venus rules both of those signs, okay? You are going to be, the Hathors are known for being the protectors of women and children. They're here for beauty, love, motherhood, and unconditional love. They're very creative thinkers. Hathor means love. It means unconditional love. So the word itself means unconditional love. Typically drawn to helping or healing others. Physically can have an androgynous look in that you are energetically balanced. So you're very balanced in the masculine and feminine energies. Extremely empathic. This group is very vivid dreamers. Strong connection to nature. You love art in all of its forms. Music, actual physical art, sculpture, spoken word, any art form, you're connected to that. And huge interest in metaphysics. Okay. And the Venusians came through Sirius. The portal at Sirius is the portal to our galaxy. Okay. So this says deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So what I'm getting already is that this group, if you're attracted to being this starseed, you may have all of these characteristics. Male or female matters not. You will have that very nurturing and motherly quality about you, but also you birth beauty and art. This is a very soft feeling energy, a very loving energy. These people are here for beauty. You're here to make life more beautiful, to wake the planet up, to raise the vibration through nurturing, through beauty, through love, okay? I do want to look at what your Starseed team here with the Hathors are wanting to tell you. The other thing that I'm getting is many of you are singers. So those who love this, again, music, but you may be singing more in light language or otherwise, since there is such a connection to the metaphysics. Very, very beautiful energy. You also may have a connection to ancient Egypt, because Hathor or Hathor was a goddess in ancient Egypt, but it's representing your starseed origin. Okay. All right. Pile 1. Let's see here. And they want one more card. This is the secret language of light cards. Okay. Perfect. So pile 1, you're manifesting something. That is the end outcome. Okay, so you have a manifestation that you are trying to bring into fruition. But how you're going to do that, how your team is helping you connect to your starseed roots, and they want to help you have this manifestation, because I feel like for many of you, this manifestation is not only helpful to you, that will bring more joy to you, but it'll also bring more joy and healing to others, because you're such helpers by nature. Because this particular starseed origin is so unconditionally loving, there's a want to help and heal others, okay? And there's a need right now for grounding. So how you will do this is, and there's a need for meditation. So your team is really wanting to connect with you, especially since you've been drawn to this reading. They're opening up the portal to connect with you and to fully ground in your Hathor roots, okay? So this would be an opportune time to go into meditation, keep a dream journal, and get out into nature as often as possible. There's going to be information for you. There's going to be downloads for you, especially on your starseed origin. Now, as starseeds, we can be primarily one starseed, or some of us are hybrids and have multiple origins where we originated from. So it's like you may feel connected to more than one of these readings or more than one starseed group. But you do have predominant energies here that are deeply loving, and what you bring to the world brings more love, nurturing, motherly energy, but they need to communicate with you. So your group is saying, we've been trying to communicate with you through your dreams and through your meditations, but I feel for many of you, there's been some scattered energy, particularly around money or around like day-to-day, like I'll call it muggle way of being, like, you know, paying the bills and doing the mundane things that have to get done when you're living in an earth suit, like when you have a human form. But you're wanting to be like somewhere else in your thinking, and so they want you to ground in so that you can be balanced, okay, and connect, because what they're wanting you to get to is your authentic truth. So for some of you, you're just waking up to these roots, while others of you have known for quite some time, but they're saying to pay special attention to this card with the triangle of light in the middle, because this also is looking to me like outerwise like an eyeball, and there's something in this. So they're actually asking me to stop talking for a few moments and just let you look at the card, okay? Okay, they said you may resume. Okay, so there's energy there for you. They're really wanting you to build your foundation on your authentic truth. And there is this manifestation here. What they're showing me is that what looks like this beautiful city. If you can see that there, I'm trying to get it, but in the clouds here it looks like there's this beautiful kind of ancient city. So some of you may be looking to move, some of you may be manifesting like your inner spiritual world, but any way it goes, they're really wanting you to birth the new. For some of you, this may be birthing a physical human. For others of you, and most of you, it feels like birthing a new lifestyle. So the life that you've been wanting to manifest, the life that you've been dreaming of, your team is really wanting to help you with that. So how you'll do this is through grounding in nature. They're also showing me salt water, as well as they're showing me a tuning fork. So any kind of sound healing or listening to higher end frequencies are going to connect you with your starseed roots, with the Hathors. They would like to interact with you. How they'll interact with you is when you are most relaxed. So do your best to go into meditation, because what you're manifesting is going to be useful for all involved, not just you. And they want to give back to you the unconditional love that you've been giving to others. So this feels like for some of you, this manifestation is relationship. For others of you, this is bringing your spiritual world into how you do work and how you make money, okay? Some of you, this is actual a physical move to another location or state or, or way of being. They're really clearing up. Like my nose just kind of started dripping. I know that's a little bit TMI, but for some of you, you may have been congested in your nasal area, and even some of you having headaches because they've really been trying to get in touch with you, but there's been some resistance on your end. And so this is asking you to take a moment to relax and ground and allow yourself to let that information and energy come in. Some of you may be hearing them auditorily. As they are saying, they typically don't manifest in physical form. So you may see them in light orb form. They're showing me white and blue lights, though there may also be pinks or reds. But for the most part, they're showing me white or blue little specks. And many of you are seeing them out of your peripheral vision. And so they're trying to connect with you, but typically they come in their light form rather than in a physical form, because it is such a jump dimensionally for them to get to you. So you're more than likely going to hear them auditorily inside. So this may feel like a song. So you may be hearing a song on repeat. So outside there may be a song you're hearing on repeat, as well as for many of you, you're hearing certain songs or light language or thoughts that don't feel like your own thoughts. That would be a clairaudient response. Okay, so that is them trying to get in touch with you. It's easier for them to come into dream time, as it's not as hard of a dimensional shift. So please keep a dream journal at this time. They are wanting to connect with you. This is beautifully high vibrational energy. They want to kind of relax and release. I just got like a lot of pressure around my upper back and shoulders. So they're wanting to release that kind of physical mechanical burden so that you can be more fully into the grounding in the light. Okay, so open yourself up to listen to your team. This has been a portal to open that for you. Your manifestations are coming, and your team of the Hathors, they're going to show you how to do that, and they're going to nurture you to your manifestation. Okay, so if it doesn't feel nurturing or loving, choose a different path. So that's how you'll gauge your path. Okay, and so yeah, I'm going to leave it there. They said that's good. So thank you so much. And then for those of you who would like to enter the contest, free to enter, free to win, here's how you do it. You be a subscriber. So if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that bell button, like and share this video. And then in the description box below, write Hathors, Hathors, and that will let me know that you would like to enter the drawing. May 1st, I will do that drawing and announce the winner on video, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your Starseed Sunday. So this is Starseed messages. We are going to look at each pile had a different starseed system, so we're going to look at the qualities of that. So if you were attracted to one, you were attracted to pile 2, which is Andromedan energy. So those from Andromeda. So you may have these traits and characteristics. So you may have part of your starseed origin may be from Andromeda. And so we're going to look into that and get a message from the Andromedan collective for you as you were drawn to this message. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Big thank you to those who have donated. That is helping me to work on some projects so that I can enter some new playlists for you and that are going to be really useful for sleep and dream time. And thank you to those who comment. I love it. YouTube loves it, so let's keep that up. A couple announcements. I am doing a contest for the month of April, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know how to enter that at the end, as some are here for the message, not for the contest. And those of you who have been asking for private reading, I've listed in the description box below a few different ways to connect with me, so you can choose what's best for you. Okay, so let's get to it. Andromeda, which is so funny. Okay, so I have to tell a little story, they're saying. So years ago, I got this kitten, and I went into the pet store to get fish food, and there's this cute black cat, brand new kitten, gorgeous, and the name was Anna Banana, and I could not, but it kept, like, it magnetized me to it from across the room. And then when I picked her up, she said, "My name is Andromeda." And so I was like, okay, cool, I'll call you whatever that you want. But it was so loud in my head, and I was thinking so I brought her home, and I was thinking to myself, how on earth am I going to call this cat Andromeda, right? And I ended up asking my friend to come over to watch her. I had to go out of town. And I said, will you see, because she was an animal communicator. So I said, will you see if she would like to be called something shorter, right? And as soon as my friend had walked into the door, she says, "My name is Princess Andromeda, but you can call me Andromeda for short." And so it was so cute. My friend said she'd never had an animal speak to her so clearly, but apparently that has something for you guys, okay? So we have Andromedan energy here, and I'm going to tell you about the qualities of the Andromedan starseeds, okay? So Andromedan starseeds, you guys are freedom seekers and quiet warriors. You can tend towards worry because your frequency is so high that out of all of the starseeds, you take the longest to adjust to Earth. So for most of your life, you may have felt different, or like Earth wasn't your normal home. You're highly intelligent, benevolent, and very high frequency. Andromedans naturally exist in form of up to 12th dimension. So that's why it takes you quite some time to get used to Earth, because you naturally vibrate at such a high rate. This is a very rare starseed, okay? And so because you vibrate at such a high rate, when you're born in a human body on Earth, there's often a loss of a lot of the information that you had consciously, right? And so you can have the feeling of being a little bit lost and confused. What is your path on Earth? You know, fear of making the wrong decision. Am I going to do this right? Like, I'm not sure. But it's because you guys are such high starseeds, and eventually you remember certain aspects of those higher knowledge. You have it naturally, so you unconsciously know the keys to the universe. This starseed are beacons of light, and you naturally access the Akashic records. So you're able to go into the records of all that was, will be, and ever has been, right? and you can access those records. While people can be taught to access those records, you pick it up very easily and very naturally. Your natural healers, the Andromedans have a natural childlike energy and aura. There is a love for learning and a childlike innocence. Some of you have recovered from incurable illnesses naturally. You're strong healers. Both creative and logical thinkers, where most of the other starseeds tend towards the intuitive or right brain, for the most part. Andromedans, what makes you so rare is that you balance naturally, so you're both logical and creative. You crave true freedom. You guys are freedom seekers. You feel connected either to one place on Earth or you love to travel. This reminds me very much of Sagittarius energy, though you do not have to be Sagittarius to be Andromedan. But it is the travelers. You're empathic, extremely empathic, but can be guarded emotionally. Where some of the other starseeds are empathic, they're emotionally open. Andromedans can be a little more emotionally guarded. Sometimes Andromedans can suffer from anxiety, loss, feel a little bit lost or low self-worth. Again, it's because there's been such a change in the dimensional shift. There's a strong connection to water and nature, so you will like to be by water and be out in nature. Drawn to lost lands and ancient civilizations. Most Andromedans lead a simple lifestyle. They're natural teachers and guides. Most tend to be introverted and very balanced with your divine feminine and masculine. And many Andromedans are adventurers. They love spontaneity and adventures and travel. Okay? Beautiful energy. And Andromedans are here like everyone else to lift the consciousness of the planet. Andromedan starseeds are very, very rare. It's said to be about 800,000 on Earth at this time. I don't know who comes up with these numbers, but that's what I read about it. And so really beautiful energy. Already with this card, what it's saying is with Andromedan energy and adventure, it says, say yes to change. So many of you may be waking up to these energies within inside yourself, and your team is saying, say yes to change. It's time for a new adventure. Okay, and let's look in. We're going to look at the secret language of light cards to get a message from your Andromedan the collective. Okay. Okay. So they want a couple more cards. So wheel. This is beautiful, and you guys, your energy is so balanced, and it's like, it's one of those things that you're such a beacon of light as Andromedan energy and starseeds that you don't see the light, like, because you're a reflection, so you don't see the light that you give off. And so sometimes it's like that's where the insecurity can come in, or you can feel like you're not at your best or worth it, but it's like there is such beauty that's coming in. Okay. All right, we have whispers and soul name. Okay. You've been hearing from your Andromeda collective. This tells me that many of you are clairaudient, which means that it's your, when you have your extrasensory perceptions. Clairaudient has to do with hearing. Okay, so this can be external, but it's also internal hearing. So this could be, you might hear actual whispers, but for the most part it may sound like your own thoughts, but you know that you're not thinking them. Okay, so it's like when I channel, I'm very clairaudient and clairsentient, okay, and claircognizant. I just know, right? But most of the time I'm hearing thoughts in my head, but they don't feel like my own thoughts. And for years I thought I wasn't intuitive. because I thought I was supposed to be seeing something. Okay. And so this is letting you know there's many different ways for inputs to come in spiritually. Okay. And this is saying your collective is doing their best to speak to you at this time. And we have the soul name. So I feel like for many of you, you're getting to know yourself, and they are trying to whisper to you your soul name or your soul song. They are reminding me of, you know, stories I've heard about different tribes and things where before the child is born, when the mother knows that they're going to bring in a child before it's even conceived, she starts to listen and hear the song of that child. And then when the child, and that child will choose its father. And when they come together and she's pregnant with the child, she teaches the entire tribe the song. And throughout life, you sing the person's song to each other, right? And then if a child is, you know, being disciplined or has done something wrong or gotten off path, instead of disciplining them, the whole tribe comes together and sings that person their soul song. Okay, this is what I'm feeling for you guys, is you're really, because Andromedans can feel lost at times, not sure what direction to go. This is you doing a soul retrieval. Your team is trying to help you to remember. Even watching this video is helping you to remember where you're from, that you're not alone, that it is okay. Like, I want to cry a little bit because I understand this feeling. I have, you know, part of my starseed lineage is Andromedan, you know, so there is that feeling sometimes of being lost on Earth. And so this is saying, listen in to your soul call and bring those parts of yourself back to yourself. Okay? They're wanting you to let go. All right? Let go of what you think you know. Let go of the past. Any type of feelings of being alone. Any type of energies that have been too harsh. Okay? Because Andromedans don't really care for harsh energy. I mean, most starseeds don't. So let it go. And remember, there is only light. Okay? Your team wants you to remember there is only light. So whatever you feel like that label is, doesn't matter. It's like you are light. The people around you are light. So remember, there is only light. And follow the path of the light. They're saying, remember that, because it's like you can never be lost in any galaxy that you have. They're showing me this like homing beacon, and it's like, so it's like you can feel the pulse of your home star, okay? And Andromeda is this beautiful spiral galaxy, and it's so huge that even like Pleiades and Lyra is in the Andromeda galaxy. So it houses these huge other constellations and systems, okay? And it doesn't matter how far or what galaxy or parallel universe that you go to, because you are a traveler, okay? You remember the light, and there is only light. And they're showing that they are aligning you with remembrance, okay? So you're remembering who you are. You're remembering your gifts. You're coming into alignment. Andromedans love to be in alignment because you are so balanced with creative and logic, divine feminine and masculine. Like, you are very, very balanced individuals. And right now, it's your team is really wanting to give you a pep talk to let you know that you are so full of light. And I think that's the thing that sometimes you don't see about yourself, okay? Because you are such a beacon of light. They're wanting to let you know that you are enough and you are on the right path. Like, they're helping you to remember. And for those of you that do feel a little bit lost and confused, it's okay. Your team is guiding you into alignment right now. So that's why they're saying to let go. All right. Remember your soul's name. Remember your soul's calling. You're safe here. Okay. They're saying you're safe here. Like, you're supposed to be here. It's good. And then we have soul love. And then we got soul song, okay? So soul name, soul love, and soul song. They're wanting you to get back to the heart of your soul. They're wanting you to remember. I do also feel like for some of you, you do have a relationship coming in that's going to be a fellow Andromedan, a love relationship if you're not already partnered. Because I feel like this group has felt alone for quite some time. And that this group also feels like you've been traversing the universe seemingly alone. Like there's been a yearning or searching for a partner. And it feels like if you haven't already met them, you're about to, because you're going to start singing. You're going to remember your own soul song. Okay, so you may find yourself actually singing little tones or tunes to yourself that aren't actually like radio music. I do this to myself sometimes, and I have a little song that I sing, and it seems to be calm me down. And I don't have a conscious knowledge of where that came from, but maybe it's something that was sang to me when I was far, far away. Who knows? You know, but it's showing me. It's showing me that, and your collective wants you to know that you are extremely important. This group, I feel like, needs to hear that it's okay to be right here, right now. You are eternal beings, and they're helping you to remember who you are. Because galactically, I feel like this group is very, you're in royalty and leadership, okay? And so you're starting to remember who you are, and you're starting to remember the times before where you did lead great people, and you did lead, what are they calling that? Expeditions? Is that what those are called? Like explorations, expeditions, that you did lead those things. And so they want you to say yes to change, say yes to the new adventure. They're also really focusing on partner with this one. So it's say yes to the new partner, because there's joy there, and there's a remembrance, and it'll feel good to your soul. Oops. Because your soul really does want to come back into alignment with itself and your starseed home. So if those of you who have felt different, you're not so different, you're rare, and you're amazing, and you're exactly on path, and will be so even more as you call your soul parts back into yourself. So I'm going to leave it there, they said. So thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And for those of you who would like to enter the contest, it's easy to do. Be a subscriber if you're not already. So please do subscribe, hit that bell button, as well as like and share this video. And then when you finish that, in the comment section below, write Andromeda, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the contest. May 1st, I'll do the drawing and announce the winner, and hopefully that winner is you. So thank you so much. Till next time. Aloha. Aloha, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with Starseed Sunday. So we're going to look into your Starseed roots. You guys picked the Hadarians. And so we're going to look into this being your possible starseed root, since you were attracted to this, and the message from the collective energy of that group. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, so I'm so appreciative. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those who have donated. I'm working on some things to add to the channel, and I very much appreciate that help, as well as thank you for those who have commented. I love that. YouTube loves it, so let's keep it up. As far as announcements, I am doing a contest, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me for the month of April. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here for the message, not for the contest, as well as those of you who would like a private reading. I've listed in the description box below a few different ways to connect with me so that you can choose what is best for you. Okay, so let's get to it. We have Hadarian energy. It says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So I've read up on a lot of different starseeds before, and this was the first time I'd ever heard of this particular group. And this group, the Hadarians, are starseeds of love. So they come from Beta Centauri. So you've heard of Alpha Centauri. This is actually Beta Centauri. So very, very rare starseeds, okay? So physically, many of them might have little to no hair, elongated head, lighter in skin color, okay? So this says to me, like, if you're male, there may be balding early or alopecia. Typically they say that this is humans with a Hadarian soul, and some will have the I forget how you call that, but it's where each eye is a different color. Chimeras. You guys will let me know in the comments what that's called. But you may have eyes that, like, one eye's blue, one eye's green, or what have you. This group has a deep connection with nature, very intuitive. If they are awakened, it takes an adjustment period to feel like themselves. So it's like if someone wakes you up before you're naturally ready, it almost feels like you're still in a different dimension. So it takes a while for you to get back into your human body. This group has an innate understanding of energy, even more so than other starseeds, of how to use the energy from other dimensions. Okay, so how that translates, it makes you guys very natural, powerful healers, sensitive people who need protection. So with this group, you're so sensitive that many of you tend towards introversion. You may have a strong aversion to anything violent, anything drama, or other energies are just really tough because you guys have such loving hearts and energy. Okay, this group are healers. They like to explore. You have confidence in your abilities naturally. You're an empath, creative, good sense of humor. I love that. Spontaneous, adventurous, and unconditional love is the main theme for you guys. The gifts are you see the best in others. It's easy. You're great at forgiveness. You have a natural talent for love, beauty, and harmony. Okay. With this group being unconditional lovers, what can happen in relationships is sometimes you will choose relationships both in love and otherwise. I don't know what my dog's doing here. Oh, excuse me. You may choose relationships in love and otherwise where you're the giver, or where it's draining, or someone needs healing, or etc. Hadarians do want to give unconditional love, but they also expect to receive that back. Okay, they understand. How do I say that? From where your planet system is, it's just the natural unconditional love, both given and received. And so it's funny, I get this message a lot: love and be loved, love and be loved, love and be loved. And that is the mission. And I feel like it may be coming from this Hadarian energy. Okay, they really understand this unconditional love. And so sometimes you may be seen as too sensitive, but you're not. It's just that you understand unconditional love. So when people come with conditions or they're draining your energy, it can be really harsh on your system. And so what Hadarians get to learn on Earth is how to have healthy boundaries, how to choose a mate and friendships and things that are equally beneficial. And that's also part of what you learn. You guys are great mates. You're great friends. You're great and beautiful people. Like, you really feel the love for all beings, and you are great at forgiveness, and that's you know, part of it is learning not to be taken advantage of in this lifetime. Gorgeous. Okay. A very, very, very rare starseed system, which is funny. The pile 2 and 3 here. So if you were attracted to the Andromedans, they're also very rare, but very different energy. Okay. And so let's look at what the Hadarians have to say to you. Great. All right. Okay. So we have, they want you to know you are the universe. Okay, so really taking that into heart and realizing that you are the everything. And the universe is made up of only love, and you have that. You know what it is to love and be loved. And you are universal energy. So what your team is wanting you to do is really feel into how powerful and how amazing that you are, because this love, this unconditional love, comes so naturally to you. You can feel like it's not that big of a deal, but when people are loved by you, they feel all the way loved. And then at times it can feel a little bit clingy or codependent, only because you're wanting it back and you're not seeing that you're the universe in its totality, but they want you to know that you are. And for many of you, I'm really excited because we have soul family. You are about to meet, if you haven't just met, people who are like you. So you may meet other Hadarians or other starseeds from different planets, and it's like you're gonna meet your galactic people here on Earth. Now, you're also gonna meet them in the spirit realm. So I feel like this group, you're about to meet your soul family in multiple realms. And this group is preparing you for that, okay? They're preparing you to be ready, okay? Because we have light beings and channeling. So if you don't already channel, you're about to wake up to that. You're about to wake up to the gift of channeling really high frequency and benevolent beings. I feel like your Hadarian group is going to start talking to you, but also other benevolent beings that would be useful for you to channel. And so Spirit's really wanting to prepare you for that. You'll be channeling your soul family from both your physical family that you were born into, but also your galactic family that have passed on into spirit. Okay, these light beings are really wanting to help you to update and feel that universal love, because remember, you are the universe. And what they're showing me is a bridge. So I feel like your energy is a bridge to the other world. So some of you may be an actual medium. Because you have that unconditional love, you can give the messages of people who have passed on without, how would I say that? Without bias, because you understand that they're still living, just without a physical body. So you're able to deliver the message in a way and be there for people who are sad or grieving. So that won't be for everyone, but all of you will be channeling. Okay, so do keep a dream journal. Keep something that you can write in to help yourself to let go. Okay, because we have let go and we have let your light shine as the last messages. So some of you guys have been holding back. So some of you have already gotten these downloads. The other thing that I'm getting is for some of you, you're going to be letting go of a relationship that's toxic or codependent. You're going to be setting those boundaries so that you can make room for your actual soul family that's going to feel good to your energy system. When you meet your actual soul family, there's not going to be this push-pull dynamic. You're going to feel like you're coming home to yourself. You're going to feel like, oh my gosh, somebody finally understands me. This group of people finally understand me. Oh my gosh, they're not trying to drain my energy. They're giving back reciprocally. Okay, so like reciprocation's a big one for this group because you do understand that universal unconditional love, but now it's time for you to get that love back to yourself, and having a new group come in or having a new mate come in that is appropriate, that isn't draining you or taking from you. They're actually giving back to you fully. And I like this energy. You have a lot to give to the world just by being you, and they're wanting you to let your light shine. I feel like some of you have been in the spiritual closet for a little bit, or not wanting to seem weird because you're having all of these visions or downloads and you just feel this overwhelming love for life itself. Like, you guys are lovers, and you know, you're lovers in a beautiful, beautiful way, and sometimes that gets taken advantage of. So you're learning your boundaries, you're getting your soul family, but you have a lot to give to the world. And so no need to kind of hide. It's just time for you to set the beautiful boundary of light that says, I will be treated sacredly. And therefore, people will come to you sacredly so that you can give to them sacredly. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there. Love you guys so much. Your energy is beautiful. That's what the Hadarians have for you. And what they said is pay attention. So when you watch this, pay attention tonight, actually for the next 72 hours, to your dreams. Be very, how do they say that? Be very aware in your dreams, because they're going to visit, okay? And write down what you learn without any kind of, you know, judgment about it, okay? So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to enter the contest, free to enter, free to win, here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button. Like this video and share it. And then in the description, or excuse me, in the comment section below, write Hadarian, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. And I will do that drawing on May 1st and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you guys so much. Till next time, aloha. Aloha pile 4. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with your Starseed Sunday pick a card reading for which starseed do you resonate with. We're going to look, you picked the Pleiadians, so we're going to look into the attributes of the Pleiadians, as well as get a message from the Pleiades collective for you today. Okay, so we can be starseeds that are hybrids, that have different origins, or we can be starseeds that are primarily from one planet system. So take things how they resonate. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you so much for those who have donated. That's a big help as I'm working on some playlists and things for bedtime stories and some affirmations and such that I'll have rolling out here in the next month or so. Okay, so very appreciative of that. Thank you for those who have commented. A couple announcements. Number one, I am doing a contest, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter the contest, as some are here for the messages, but they're not here for the contest. And those of you who have asked for a private reading with me, I have added a couple of options in the description box below so that you can look and get the type of reading that's going to work best for you. Okay, so that's where that is. All right, let's get to it. All right, we have big picture thinking, Pleiadian or Pleiades energy. It says visionary and inspired ideas. So here's the Pleiades. Pleiades are the most common starseed right now on Earth because they're here to help wake up the planet, as all planet Earth, as all starseeds are. But Pleiades are from the 5th dimension, which is awareness, love, and creativity. Okay, so 5D is all about awareness, becoming aware of the self, aware of love. You guys are beacons of light and knowledge. So Pleiades go through an awakening process. So Pleiadians go through an awakening process. You don't just come in and you're awake, right? Because your DNA is encoded, and it says with encryption codes, right, that are going to bring out the awakening. So typically you guys will go through an awakening process, a dark night of the soul, and then awaken to your light, and it triggers your natural abilities. And Pleiadians, you guys have vast array of abilities and gifts because your planet and star system of the 7 sisters is a hub and a school for learning galactically. So people come to the Pleiades to learn all different fashions of gifts and ideas. Pleiades energy inspires artist energy, so you guys are inspiration to that. Your energy is nurturing, motherly, artistic, intuitive. You guys are knowledge keepers. You're joyful, sensitive, loving, and transformative. This group is soul healers. So your heart and crown chakra vibrates the highest. Okay, so you guys have very strong vibrational heart and crown chakras. You're drawn to healing and unification. You're drawn to water and marine animals. Many of you may have first lives in Lemuria, so you might be especially drawn to Lemuria. You're sensitive, emotionally intelligent, intuitive, amazing communicators, strong sense of purpose, or lack thereof. So if you guys feel like you're not fulfilling your purpose, you'll feel that, okay? But this group has a strong mission and purpose focus. You're nurturing, strong empath, humanitarians. You're drawn to the healing arts. You love spirituality, metaphysics, and space. Strong aversion to harm and violence. You're good with children and animals. Extremely skilled healers. You understand polarity. Pre-awakening, you guys may have anxiety or depression or go through kind of bipolar type of things pre-awakening. After that, it seems to lift because now you're in your starseed self. You guys are gentle, can be people pleasers, and perfectionist, and often Pleiadians are born as a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or have water sign in your chart, okay? So really beautiful energy, really loving energy. We love the Pleiadian energy. I do anyway. It's fun. It's not my not my main energy, but I really enjoy it. And so yeah, let's look at what your collective wants to say to you today. We've got that big picture thinking, which you guys already do. So what does the Pleiadian collective want to say to pile 4? Okay. All right. So many of you may have just woken up to your Pleiadian roots, or just by watching this video, you were curious and are just waking up to that idea. They're showing me actually looking at a constellation map of the Pleiades. It's called the 7 Sisters, so there's 7 stars in the Pleiades constellation. Very, very beautiful to look at, so that may be useful to you at this time. Gorgeous. And they want one more card. We're going to look at the secret language of light cards. Okay. Gorgeous. Okay. And let your light shine. So it's funny, this group, your cards are kind of a mix of the other, a few of the other groups, all right? So we have channeling and remembrance, all right? So I feel like for those of you that are watching this video and just now like, what the heck is a Pleiades? I'm just curious here. You're about to remember, and how you'll remember is through channeling. So you may look at doing some writing where you just go into a meditative state and let yourself write whatever comes to mind. Many of you may record the channeling, and some of you may be remembering that you can channel, so you might be already aware that you have Pleiadian roots, but you're coming more fully into that channeling gift. It feels like this group, regardless of whether you are newly understanding that this is the star system that you originated from, or you've long since remembered it, you're coming into a deeper remembrance of who you are. Your channeling gifts, Pleiadians have many, many gifts, but your channeling is going to be quite healing for others, okay? It also feels like you guys are healing something at this time, because we have nothing has gone wrong. So for some of you, you may be going through a bit of a time, not necessarily a dark night of the soul. It doesn't feel that intense, but it feels like there just may be some physical life events that have been hard. So some of you might have gone through a breakup, or something didn't go well in your business the way that it was supposed to, or you're feeling like your health isn't exactly where it needs to be, but you're healing at this time. And Spirit's wanting to let you know that nothing has gone wrong. So even if you've been in a bit of a separation with someone, or you've been had a bit of a setback on your big picture, right, the vision that you've had for yourself, Spirit's letting you know that they're bringing you into alignment, and they're helping you remember to channel your galactic energy into healing for yourself. That there's nothing wrong. They're showing me the yin yang, and they're showing me the hexagon here. Okay, that hexagon's reminding me of the I Ching, which, you know, in each phase there's something different that you learn and grow. So you can't, as eternal beings, you cannot mess it up. You cannot get it wrong in this life. All right, so all is well. And they're also showing me the big picture. So if you're watching this as it's being uploaded, there's a lot of changes going on worldwide on Earth. So there's some things that look rather violent, or they are look like the darkness is winning, or what have you. That being said, nothing has gone wrong. It is all part of the bigger picture. Things are changing. All is well. So they're wanting you to sit down and channel a little bit with yourself and with your collective. So the sameness of all four of these readings is that your collective wants you to talk to them more. They want to give you messages directly to you, you know, because you don't need me to channel your people. Like, you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's what they're reminding, like, you can do it, you've got this, you already know how to do this, like, even if you don't think that you know. And we have soul journey, okay? So they're helping you to remember that it's a soul's journey, not a lifetime's journey, a soul's journey. And so your soul is on path, nothing has gone wrong, all is well. There is healing occurring at this time, and they want you to continue to be that visionary. They're also asking to let your light shine. Okay, so some of you have been dimmed a little bit, and then we have soul mating. I love this. Now this card speaks of becoming one and mating with your soul, your own soul first, and that's part of the soul journey. So some of you with this Pleiadian energy, what I'm seeing is you, because they're telling me twin flame, and Pleiadian energy often has twin flame energy intermingled, okay? Because that's part of the learning that comes through that portal, okay? So if you're in separation with your twin flame or divine counterpart, whatever you call it, soulmate, this is asking you to let your light shine and come back into that energy with yourself. For those of you who have broken up with a mate or something of that sort, you do have one coming in. So this isn't going to be for everyone, as some people who are watching this already have their mates. But this feels very strongly that if you've had a separation or a breakup or, you know, have given up on love in some way or another, this is actually saying, you know, nothing has gone wrong. Your person's coming to you, and how they come to you is when you get back and remember your soul and come into alignment with yourself. I also feel like this is like a side energy, but channeling your soulmate, divine counterpart, twin flame beloved is going to help you get into alignment faster. So write down, like write them letters. You spend some time in your meditation with your mate, okay? Because remember, this is big picture thinking. This is visionary ideas. You know how to heal this, okay? So for those of you that have been on this twin flame journey, you know how to heal it. You know how to come together in union, and you naturally know how to do that. So get back to yourself. Get back to the light and the love and the beacon that you are, and channel your peoples, okay? That's so funny. They're like being very kind of strict about it, but they're like, look, they know already. And so I'm loving that. Like, you guys have tremendous and innate gifts, and they want you to remember that about yourself. So if there's been a temporary delay in your vision, whatever that may be, understand that it's just an opportunity. It's part of the soul journey. You're gathering some information so that you can move forward. But they do want you to spend some time channeling. They do want you to spend some time speaking with them, so that you can come back in. Because many of you or your partner is coming into an awakening, and they said, ask your soul. Okay, ask your soul what the next step is. Ask your collective, your Pleiadian collective, what's the next step? Guys, guide me from our home star. Getting back into that frequency and the beacon that you are. I feel like whatever the situation has been, whether that's been a loss of a job, a health scare, a mate, you know, or family issues, whatever it might be that has knocked you off balance, Pile 4, the Pleiadians really want you to get back to you, to remember who you are, to channel your healing properties, okay? You can heal this, and how you heal it is by inside out, okay? Inside first, then outside. Because you guys, you already know what to do. Beautiful, beautiful dreamers. And with this big picture thinking, what they're saying is avoid giving up on your dreams. Remember to, like, you're up too close right now to what you're building. So they're saying, you know, zoom out, okay? And zoom out and make the picture bigger so that you can look at all of the information. And that's going to help, because right now you have a little bit too nearsightedness, and you guys are big picture thinkers. So in order to see the order of operations for the journey, I guess you could say, they're wanting you to zoom out some, okay? So is that it? And they said, and we love you. That's cute. So stick to your mission. You've got this. They love you. And so thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. That's what I have for you. For those of you who would like to enter the contest, It's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below write Pleiades, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I will do that drawing on May 1st on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.